Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of Demon Slayer's Kimetsu no Yaiba Hashira training arc, which is on episode 2, or Kimetsu no Yaiba Hashira Gekko Hen on episode 2. This episode right here was actually pretty nice, although like in the way I look at it, it looks really simplified and nothing really big has happened, so if anything else, let's just get this started right away, okay? We have to it, it replays the scene of what happened in last week's first episode, I mean, like, Tamayo gets a visit from a crow and talks to her saying you should go talk to Shinobu. She's your kind of hope to try to get things around and take down Muzan, Considering what he's going to do, he's going to take action very soon. And we have to it eventually that that Tamayo tells Yuichiro or her friend or someone that she saved or something to like accompany her because this is going to be their last move, to the Demon Slayer's headquarters, which is going to be scary because considering what they are and what they might go through, it's going to be very scary considering that it's only natural. Okay, getting on to the next part. We had to it. Tanjiro gets a letter from the master asking him to help out with Giyu because he tells Tanjiro a little bit of what is going on with Giyu, especially his state of mind not being in a very positive light, which I can see where the master is asking Tanjiro, please help out Giyu out, And before Tanjiro leaves, he ends up talking with Aoi for a bit, asking some advice what to do. Eventually, Tanjiro goes to Giyu and talks to him for a bit, and Giyu is annoyed with Tanjiro, stating that you didn't master water breathing and become a water Hashira. But Tanjiro's like, wait, aren't you a Hashira though? But Giyu's like, no, I'm not. I never been and never will be, And we go to see many scenes where Tanjiro becomes very persistent, not giving up on Giyu, because the master asked Tanjiro, please accept this request for me and help Giyu out. Be as persistent as you can considering that I can't move or help out anymore. Which really, really sucks, man. I mean, the guy is bandaged from head possibly all the way down to his toes. That's just how bad the freaking infection he has on his body right now, But as the episode continues on, we have to eventually that Tanjiro's persistence and unable to give up on Giyu finally reaches him, and Giyu's like, I was not supposed to be a Hashira and I wasn't supposed to pass the final selection. He tells Tanjiro, and Giyu opens up and tells Tanjiro why he feels like this anyway, because one, he was with someone called Sabito. We get to see Sabito. We see Sabito in season 1 of Demon Slayers. Let's go all the way back over there, okay? We get to know that Giyu and Sabito actually took the same final selection test the same time together. However, Giyu got hurt the time when he was in the final selection and had to be saved. Now, here comes the most devastating part, because Sabito was a guy who believed in great justice, but sadly though, as time continues on in the final selection, I guess he died while Giyu somehow survived for about 7 days. I don't know. One thing's for certain is that the way how Giyu passed the final selection, I guess that's not how Giyu felt like he passed the final selection, because he just survived and he passed out, and later on, I guess he heard news about Sabito's death and it really devastated him, and that's the reason why, he chose to be where he's at and why he's separate from everyone else, because he's not skilled. Even though the swordsmanship and everything else he's shown is top notch, able to give him a Hashira position, it's not enough for Giyu himself. We all seem to be confused with what he's trying to say, but we now understand why. He let his friend die. He was unable to help him or save him. He needed to be saved instead, and it's survivor's guilt, It's like this, saying I can't believe this guy died and look at me, why am I alive, kind of thing. Eventually, we get to know more down the line about Tanjiro saying that he actually feels that same feeling because Tanjiro understands a little bit here and there, or he understands at least, because think about Rengoku, okay? Tanjiro wanted to help out Rengoku very much, and he really looked up to him. However, when facing against an upper rank, which is Akaza, he literally got his butt slaughtered or defeated and killed, which was really tough on Tanjiro himself, because he's wondering, like, I couldn't do anything at all. Understandable. But at that point, he remembers Inosuke's words saying that you have to live on and meet up his expectations now and beyond that, because that's what he's entrusting you to. Eventually, Tanjiro decides to ask Giyu, isn't that something that Sabito entrusted to you a long time ago, at least? And then we have to it that Giyu remembers a long time ago where, he lost his sister, and Sabito telling him, like, hey, you can't just say you should have been the one that died because she saved your life, and you got it. And now that she saved your life, you have to give that hope, or entrust that hope to someone to do the job, that kind of thing. He remembers that he got slapped by, like, Sabito pretty badly, telling him you can't think that you should be the one dead, kind of thing. And understandable, very understandable. Eventually, Giyu is wondering, like, how did I forget about such a memory like that, etc. And eventually, Giyu realizes that he wanted to forget that moment because of he curses his own weakness and his failure to help out, or he had to be saved, which is very, very understandable. I mean, like, the fact of the matter is that, like, sometimes there are some things you want to forget entirely because it's just too painful, or it's just, like, clouded your mind, I get that feeling. Even I wish I forget a lot of things that I can't help but remember and look back on it, which is really stupid and all, but, it is what it is. As the episode continues on, eventually Giyu finally understood what to do, and he decides to get ready, tells Tanjiro that he's about to join in with the Hashira training. Before he could say that completely, Tanjiro's like, hey, let's have a solo eating contest, and Giyu's like, are you freaking serious? And honestly, if I watch this with the entire audience crowd, I'd be laughing my butt off so badly out loud with them, because it's just that hilarious throughout this episode. But at the same time, it was emotional depending on your point of view of how you see it, Eventually, Tanjiro finally got to Giyu and so forth. But towards the very end of the episode, we get to see Shinobu trying to calm herself, and I don't blame her getting angry all the time, depending on your, like, mental state of mind and how you really are. It's really hard to keep your emotions in control, which apparently is going to be hard to control anyway. But Shinobu, on the other hand, does her best to be persistent, to control her emotions as best she can, because that's the only thing she can do, nothing else. But as for the rest of the episode, we have Kana talk to Shinobu for a bit, saying that I would like to train with you a bit more, but we have Shinobu says she may not participate in the Hashira training at this time because of something else happening, which could be related to what's going to happen, because Shinobu tells Kanao, about a demon that killed her sister and how to defeat that demon. So we don't really know how this is going to turn out, but whoever that demon was, I'm pretty sure that demon must be very strong, possibly an upper rank, But we'll have to see how that turns out. So if anything else, like, that's about it, people. Preview next episode is Tanjiro is going to be recovered and he gets into Hashira training, which will be exciting to see, because I'm pretty sure that damage and injuries that Tanjiro took on was very, very very harsh and cruel, considering that he fought a freaking, like, upper rank 4, and he did have a broken or possible twisted up leg, if I remember correctly, and what happened last season. I'm like, oh my gosh, that freaking had to hurt, Anyways, yeah. In this episode here, Tanjiro is getting persistent with, like, Giyu, which was one of the spotlights or highlights of this episode, and Giyu finally opens up. But eventually, after with Tanjiro's words about entrusting a certain future, Giyu decides to come back to her senses and try to get back into action, And as for Shinobu, she's about to tell Kanao about, like, the demon that killed her sister and how to defeat that demon. So we'll see how this turns out, man. But we'll check that out later. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-oo.